he will be buried. And I don't know why they took out his eyes. Already told them, do not let that dark demon go close to him. Because if you're going to walk through the valley of the shadow of death, purchasing skeletons, imagine fresh death. Why did you follow behind his body? Why did you have to be at the funeral home? And why are people listening to you? Why are people listening to someone that deals with the dead, deals with witchcraft? That's the person that you sit and laugh with? Why? Somebody who say don't believe in Jesus Christ? That's right. He say, these are the people that entertain you?
AMARI exposed GULLY fake pastor and said the reason why she never send no money come give GULLY is because the pastor did want the money. She also exposed that L.A. Lewis followed the body, GULLY body, to the morgue allegedly and take out his eyes and other body parts. People, we have all of this to come up. Bless up to my viewers and my subscribers them. I hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful evening. Now my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first. In every any situation, just always remember to call upon God. Always remember to pray. Because a prayer day keep the devil away. Now my viewers and my subscribers, the feud between L.A. Lewis, GULLY pastor and AMARI continue. AMARI also said that GULLY mother was the best ever person to her. And she's still in love with GULLY and she still love GULLY mother. And she come to Jamaica. She cancel all her flight to come to Jamaica come look for GULLY mother. People, we have all of this to come up, but before we go into all of these people, I would appreciate if you all would leave a like on this video. Please give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you're a new viewer first time on my channel, then please subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification bell, so whenever we drop new content, you will be first to be notified. Share the content, leave your opinion down below in the comment section.
I mean, I just have someone that is dead. I ain't even gonna say deceased, because I ain't into all those words. Somebody's dead, that means the world to me. And you have the fucking nerves coming at me like that. The fucking nerves. Huh? Dog shit. Now, when people see I use the word dog shit, so often they understand. I'm sure you don't want me to bring a pad to Africa and slap the fuck out of you. Because you're going to see me in Africa one way or the other. No, dude, I don't want your mama to cook me no soup. It's one woman I love and really love, and that's BOP mom. I truly love her. And even so, the spirit tell me, move on. AMARI, move on. Stop getting your heart tied up and wind it up and then wound it. Move on, AMARI. There's so many mothers out there that you gotta really look forward to. You're gonna meet a lot of people who are gonna feel like your mother. You're gonna meet a lot of people who are gonna take care of you like your father. You're gonna meet a lot of people who are gonna feel like your sisters, goodies. You're gonna feel a lot of people. You're gonna meet a lot of people who are to you like your brothers. You understand, hoodies. And you're gonna meet a lot of people that secretly love you like no other, shubbies. So what the fuck are you saying, dude? What the fuck are you saying? If I would rather choose to be with a deadwood man than to be with any of you, what does that say? That simply shows that I'm about God, that I unite with people, you understand, in order to do God's work. That simply shows you that this thing is not about a physical thing. It's not even an emotional thing. It's a spiritual thing. Why do you think I love BOP so much? not because of the physical aspect of things. A lot of people thought that he wasn't good enough for me, that he didn't look good, and that he needed to fix his teeth. But I saw his heart. Give me a heart, heart. David, we got to put out that song. You know you got to come with me to Africa. So, motherfuckers, y'all know my life. So, what make you think I'm going to put off my trip? Weren't you the ones who saw me all over the internet in Africa and was, Amari's in Africa, Amari's in Africa. So how comes it come down to this? Where I'm supposed to be in Africa first, you tell me, oh, I got to go to Jamaica because I got to look for my husband, mama. Going to Jamaica, when I put off my Jamaican trip, even to go to a funeral, I put off the trip to reach Africa. Then you tell me that you going to Jamaica, so I must fucking what? Go to Africa and let this dude meet me? And then what? Or wait for you and we all go together? I'm tired of waiting. That's how Gregor had me waiting while he was on yacht, eating lobster, seafood, and acting like he all that, and had Amari in California waiting. No, I ain't gonna wait in vain for your love. Nobody can have me like that. Even Gregor right now is sorry that he and Amari not on good terms, because he see what he's about to lose. He's about to lose an investment in the biggest artist ever. Although, what did you invest in me, dude? What did you invest in me? You gave me $500 here and $500 there. But how much did Amari spend? Huh? Just to get to you. Yeah. So, like I'm basically saying now, they feel like, oh, we got her. No, bitch, you're female. You should have put down your feet and say apologize to Amari. But did you? No. You sell out because you're settling. You want to settle. You feel like without this dude, you're nothing in Africa. You should have put down your feet. The dude ain't even my type. You get what I mean? Because if I'm going to tell the world that Bop was my soulmate, let's put it this way. Bop and Amari goes together. But it was Colin and Venice. Look at my dude, 9 years. Look at him. His skin is flawless as if he has no sin. Don't you see the type of men I talk to? Look at my kids. Their fathers are all handsome dudes. Although I can't stand the motherfuckers. I never wanted to settle with them. I never wanted to settle with none of my baby fathers. And it was simple arithmetic. I did not want to be owned. Because Christ owns me. Because I saw the trick. Oh, let me stay tied down. As soon as she has a child, give her another one. Well, you say you ain't use condom? And when I don't want to sleep with you, you gonna take it like in my sleep like Ellie Lewis? I'm such a sound sweeter because you see, when I sleep, I go meet up with my God. That's my escape. I know what other people take sleeping for, but I go off in my sleep. And that's where my wings are free and I fly away. A lot of people listen to this song and think that I'm going to be dead or something. Don't cry for me. I'm simply saying, you put me through all this bullshit on earth, but at nights when I go to sleep, I escape, even my day. Because people don't know that when I sleep, I meet up with God. When I sleep, I'm not on earth. I go to a place that is so beautiful. So beautiful. Everything is alive. The buildings are alive. The flowers are alive. Everything is alive. And I meet with God himself. And we talk. Sometimes he shows me hurt. He say, come, my daughter, look down there. And I look down and I see so much fuckery. And I'll be like, I don't want to go back there. I mean, sometime I'll be up there with him and I see New York. And I see all the crimes and everything else, and I don't want to go back. And he said, my child, you have to go back. You got work to do. And then there's this ladder. And I climbed down back on the ladder, and the angels escort me. And then, bam, I land somewhere in New York. And then I come to my real self and make it to California or Florida, wherever I live. But they always like pretty much drop me off in New York. You know, so my sleep is not no ordinary sleep. That's why I always tell my kids, don't wake me up when you see me sleeping. Because sometimes I will hear them saying, Amari, 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 and it takes a while for me to come back into this body. I'm so glad that I'm slim. Because by me being slim, it makes me realize even more how much the body is not me. My body's not me because there's hardly anything, you know, carrying me in this body right now. I hardly eat. You get what I'm saying? I'm so light. Recently, Claude Mills mentioned that I'm 120 pounds. I think I'm less than 120 pounds. The battery in my scale doesn't work anymore. But I'm so light, and it feels so good. I was thinking about the motherfuckers who be talking about, Amari, eat food, eat food, eat food. No. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. A lot of people, they talk about food, and they can't afford it. Because for 4 months, it will be a lockdown, but a different kind of lockdown. It will be a pandemic where people will hardly have anything to eat. So I taught myself, God taught me how to eat differently. Girl, get in your IV with your vitamin A, D, E, K, B12, vitamin C. Got it all. My Q10 and got it all through my IV. So what are you telling me about eat? Now is the time for us to meditate and pray. Don't you see how many artists are dropping out? I just posted it on my wall because there I was. I saw the angel 10 feet tall. You know, over 10 feet tall, because angels are very tall. And he was like, Amari, if cartel is not freed, cartel will be dead. It will go down in history. Kidney problem, liver problem. That's how the hearties are dying. That's how many of them are going. Yeah, it may have started with weed. Why do Jamaican artists feel like they have to smoke? And sadly, most of them are dying from just smoking. Bob Marley, Gregory Isaac, all these dynamic forces in the industry, and we have yet to wake up. And then when some of them start out that way and then they come to these foreign countries, they want something else, something more. Didn't you hear when God say that when you go into the land, do not take up the ways of the idolaters who live there? Do not walk like them. Do not talk like them. Do not become them, burner boy. No, I mean, these dudes were walking around here and their pics say everything about them. But do they care? These are the people that my own country support. And when Amari goes to Jamaica, what? Boo! And I look and I saw and I looked at every one of them in the crowd. And I say, who? Boo me? All of you shall live to see the outcome of all of your lives. Because God sent his son, they call him Jesus. Yeah, he came many times. He came, looking different. No one would ever think that he would come looking like a female. They stoned him, they crucified him. And they said, set Barnabas free. Yeah, burn a boy. Yeah, Jamaica was like, hey, acting like white chicks. And I'm like, what the freak? And I come and I gave them one prophecy on stage, marriage, something that you all don't take seriously. I took off the wedding gown. Yes, because Jamaica is no longer married to Jesus. I mean, the type of crimes that they do nowadays is the type of crimes that where they copy other countries, sacrificing their youths to Molech. All these crimes, going in the back roads, doing auctions, not letting children have a voice. And yet they want to charge a person for crime. If the system was really, really what it is, you know how many females would be locked up for first-degree murder? So many females. Because isn't it worse that you stop the voice of a voice that have yet spoken? Isn't it worse than a voice that can be heard? Ipahala kabalingre ne melingreana. Faja. Meta kabalingre. Stop me from Africa. Africa is born in me. Africa is me. What are you saying? Don't you hear I say in my songs? I'm no ordinary girl. People gonna go back to these things. They gonna search for them. They're gonna be like looking for weed. Search for them. I mean weed in the ground. Search for them. We gotta find that video where AMARI spoke about cartel. We gotta find that video where she predicted this, where she predicted that. We just didn't realize she was predicting things. We gotta go back to that song, but they'll be taken down. It's like BOP pics. Archived, everything archived, and people really thought that she got rid of them. Yeah, we did it. We got her to take down her videos on YouTube and everywhere. There's no Gully Bop and AMARI. Only for, wait a minute, where the fuck was that? What? I didn't know she had that video. I didn't know she had receipts. Yeah. I'm a passing through earth, man. And they dish me dirt. Yeah. Dish me dirt. You know how many things I had planned when I drove from California to go visit Gully Bop, to bring him to America, to head for Africa. And it goes to show that man plan but God wipe out. Everything that I plan on and I plan on my own, it don't go like that. It works out better than ever. Better than ever. Do you really want me to talk the things? I could talk the things, and people would be shocked around here. But girl, this much I gotta say. If you knew all that time that you had a cancer scare, why the fuck would you open up your legs in front of Busta Rhymes? Gee whiz. I just don't get these bitches. So you gonna put a cloud over you and present this type of atmosphere. Did you see that? It was like the cloud, like the bitch was going to heaven, when a lot of us shall not see it. I have a line. I asked God, where did Bob go? And he said he didn't make it. And I said, what? I thought his kindness would bring him through. They say he did not have enough coins. They say coins? I didn't know that coins were blessings and that you needed blessings in order to enter the kingdom of God. You know, when you do good on earth and people say, God bless you, I didn't know that that was one coin. And so he did not collect enough coins to make it to Heaven's gate. So there he was in the wilderness, far from the gate, millions of miles from the gate, when God came out to meet him and let him know that he could not make it into the kingdom of God. He did not have enough coins. So he said he's going to sit there and wait for his mom, as if his mom can bring him through either. And that's what you call being in desolate places. I mean, the wait between heaven, I don't know about hell, but the wait is so lonely. It's like you can answer for no one but yourself. The wait, you're there and you ain't see your mama, your papa, your sister, your brother, none of the people that moved on. You ain't see there, especially if you all go to different places. I mean, if you die and end up in the same place, it's like, rejoice. You like, there's a celebration. But, and the worst part about it, when you don't do what you're supposed to do, the ancestors are upset with you because you're running a marathon. And there I saw Bob in this lonely, desolate place by himself, where he have to reckon for his soul. So most likely he got to turn back and do it all over again. Because God is a merciful and kind God. Yeah. And then the gate from heaven, it's huge. Very huge. But it's millions and millions and millions and millions of miles away from the desolate places. Yeah. So people take this life for a joke. No, it's not. Everything I do it for you. I do everything to demonstrate the love of Christ. Everything. And God said to tell these people, these knucklehead people, that he's tired of them talking about AMARI being slim. God says he's tired. He's honestly tired. And he's about to teach them a lesson. He's tired. Why can't they see the beauty in me? When I was big, they didn't see the beauty until I'm slim. That's when they're talking about when I was big. That's how much they're envious. But you can't look in my face and tell me that I see your beauty. I see your true colors shining through. That's why I love you. You can't tell me that. God said that they're so focused on that he's getting upset. Really upset. Because I'm not a thing. You don't want the world to look at me like that. You want you to look at my heart. But you so busy looking at my body. It's not like my body is servicing you. It's not like you're laying beside me in bed and just feeling a lot of knuckles and bones. No. Look at my heart. That's as far as it goes. You feel me? It's not like you've ever held me and really felt my pain. Because how can you feel somebody's pain if you've never held them? It's a feeling. You have to hold them. So nobody really, truly knows my pain. Because they haven't yet to be that close to me. What are you saying? God say you don't like it. Stop it. Stop it. Because this is just a temporary body. But he say that, don't you know that her body is a temple of the true and living God? Would you want to be in a body, or would you want to be a temple and people throwing stones at you? God is not going to allow people to throw stones at me. You used to do it back in the days and you're trying to do it now, but it's not going to work, because just when all Jamaicans are stoning me, God is going to let another tribe, let's put it that way, embrace me. And I shall come from nowhere with a major hit. And they're going to be like, we thought she was ours. But when I was yours, how did you treat me? you're not going to realize that I slipped through your fingers. He said, if a prophet has no honor in his country, he should leave. My body may have stayed, but my spirit left to prepare the way for me, and I became greater somewhere else. Don't you think that the time will come when some people will be ashamed? They will put on shows and they will want AMARI there, but they're too ashamed to pick up that phone and call me. They're too ashamed to do a campaign to say we want AMARI. People will be in the crowd, bored as fuck, and they will be too ashamed to say that this is not it. The real deal was AMARI. Too ashamed. The other day, my PR called me, and he said, you don't need to go. Right now, you're the most trending. Sit back. You'll be more and more in demand. You understand? The power will be in your hands. So I don't go. I stay clear. Who gonna have me first? Who gonna have me second? No one wants to be number 4. They want to be number 1. The first one to have that first talk. Yeah, about my walk. They want to talk about my walk with Gully Bob. Nobody wants to talk to me about my walk with God. Isn't that deep? So pretty soon, my father will be buried. And why I call you my father is before you came, because you came before me. But don't you know that my father is in heaven? He will be buried. And I don't know why they took out his eyes. Already told them, do not let that dark demon go close to him. Because if you're going to walk through the valley of the shadow of death, purchasing skeletons, imagine fresh death. Why did you follow behind his body? Why did you have to be at the funeral home? And why are people listening to you? Why are people listening to someone that deals with the dead, deals with witchcraft? That's the person that you sit and laugh with? Why? Somebody who say don't believe in Jesus Christ? That's right. He say, these are the people that entertain you? Somebody who you watch the video and you see where the person with another person is planning for AMARI to be dead. Do you know how it feels when I see Shelley Lewis meet up with this man and the man say my name? Yes, AMARI, we gotta fix her. Do you know how it feels? Oh, those motherfuckers who had my funeral online, meet up with people and even showed skeleton head, say they find skeleton head in their bodies will be found in the bushes. The very people that gonna say that they find skeleton head in the bushes and they're preparing it for AMARI. Remember I told you that. Prophecy, their bodies will be found in the bushes. L.A. Lewis already gave me 9 days to live. I'm still here. I'm still here. Want to contaminate the child of the true and living God. But what eyes don't see and ears don't hear is witnessed by the Almighty. I don't need no one to say you did or you didn't do what you do, because you already got screwed. Because you're all lined up. You get fucked. He said, don't touch his anointed and do his prophets no harm. Touch. Touch. Y'all feel like touching the anointed mean that to break out a fight. But when you touch, woe be unto you. And you know why the beating is going to be so strong? And I choose to use that word. You know why the beating is going to be so strong, L.A. Lewis? Because I'm a mother of 13. Respect. You don't just steal meat from a mother of 13 if you're hungry. Especially if you have meat at home. You look stupido because you're coming out now and you're showing. I had meat at home. I had my own meat. But yet you steal another man's meat. A mother who have to return to her children in these times when you could have given me any virus, any sickness, and then you turn around, dude, and tell the world that I have AIDS? That's how bold you are? The same person that did what he shouldn't do to me caused me to worry, come to America and do certain tests, and he's still out here free. The same person is going to scandalize me? Wow. That's sin on top of sin on top of sin. These people don't fear God. As a little child, I know that we should fear God, because there he was, my uncle, raised his head in the air and he cursed God in the sky. He looked up to the sky and he cursed God. It was less than a week. He was dead. I've seen, many people don't know, but when I was totally turned off by Bob was when he cursed God or cursed the Lord's anointed. And I personally asked God for him to go. Because I said, Daddy, stop. And he kept on going, cursing God's anointed. And I said, stop. Bad things will happen to you. Stop. He would not. It was like a joke thing. He purposely went on and on. Same thing with Colin. Curse God. I say, babes, take it back. Let me pray for you. Him say, me nah take back nothing. I believe in that mask out there. Where are they now? They lived this life on earth trying to please people. But not once did they truly follow their heart. You don't think these men knew that I was a good woman? How comes they're trying to paint a picture that AMARI was not a good woman to Gully Bob before he brought me to Jamaica and fucked up my head with all these obia men like this one that is fake and fooled him in the end? Yeah, I admit. Yeah, y'all say that I was mad. Yeah, you all know how it happened. The people in the industry, how I became that mad. Because if somebody I trust gonna take me to a so-called church and have birds killed over my head and slam the fuck out of my head, a blop, 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 blop in my head, of course I'm gonna be fucked up. But why did you take me there? I still don't get it. And then, just before you die, you're going to talk about that mad woman? Not even want nothing from the mad woman there. Who caused me to be mad? I've been searching for my shadow. I've been searching to find myself. That's why I say she's here, but she's not here yet. The queen of dancehall. 'Cause I know how she looks. I know how she walks. I know how she talks. I know her. But this is not me. So many Gully Bop family members are coming out now. Popularity. But where were you when he was sick? Where were you? Shouldn't you be ashamed to come out now and say you were his mother, father, sister, brother? I would shut the fuck up. 'Cause that man, he really had a lot to say when it came to family. A lot. 'Cause some family feel like they should just sit back and collect. Oh gosh. Gonna be quite a funeral. And I won't be there. Got an invitation. Amari, you can come to the funeral. Leave me the fuck alone. Let me be. Let the dead bury their dead. I'll have my own funeral online. In the sense of, let me post up my memories. Just leave me the fuck alone. Y'all go bury your dead. Because you have yet to recognize that the body is just a shell. And there I was, crying for my child that died. And the angels came to me and said, do not cry for what's in the ground. It's just a testimony of your faith. The body is just a shell. Masakabalingrio, mighty God. I'm the only artist in dancehall that is not owned by devil. I don't even say the devil because there are many devils. That's what people don't know. While you busy looking out for one devil, it so happened that the devil makes so many carbon copies of himself. There are many, millions, trillions of devils. More than the amount of money in Kanye's West account. Devils galore. So you sit there looking for one, and when you escape from one, trust me, there's another and another and another, just like this bitch. In Africa. No, I'm not going to sleep with you, dude. But then there's going to be another devil. Because what? Amari coming to Africa, there's going to be another devil. And, oh, you come so sweet. I'm in love with you. So this woman with 13 kids supposed to feel good. All the men in Africa are in love with me. Y'all kiss my ass straight up. Because Jesus have saved me at the cross. You want to sleep with me? Whatever the outcome, so let it be. Sleep with what? Back in the days, God sat back and watched you all violate me. And the angel stood right there and took notes. And then you all were cursed from your mama, your father, your sister, your brother, straight down. Straight down the line. Yeah. Cursed. Cursed family. Cursed. I wonder how many family members gonna come out and say, Amari gave. I'm sure you're not gonna hear it. Or maybe you kinda. At least Marie Chamberlain, when Gully Bop was saying, I never gave you nothing in life, she came online and said, that's not true. She did help you. Look at his clothes. Look at our pics. That will tell you a lot. I took care of him. How do you, in the latter days, take all your hard-earned money? I mean hard-earned. Money don't come easy. My fans may seem like they don't give me $1, but they do. from stars to just watching me to just liking my videos. God take care of me through my fans. And so I should just see a pastor come online and turn around, send my money to him. And let's say I send it. Okay, you gonna get your portion and Bob gonna get his portion. Y'all gonna divide me up like a slut. You're gonna divide up my blessing and congratulate each other for the day, because Bob is a samphire. You see, he sat there and he didn't. You tell me Gully Bob sat there and he couldn't say, Amari, may I try to get in touch with you? But the pastor is the speaker. Even when they said that, unto Donna saying not putting no money in his hands, the pastor was like, no man, but if you want to buy the block and the this and the that, just take it. Of course, because you're going to turn around and sell it. You know how many times that these things have been discussed about blocks? Ask Marie Chamberlain, his sister. One time Amari was going to build that whole house. So if you don't build already, why should we build it again? Amari, good up money. And what would you do with your portion, Bob? Tell me. Bob is the biggest cokehead. I ain't lying. And that's why he stayed around Olive, because she allowed him to do it. Amari, no. Amari is the type that say, Gully, you can't do that. You're a father. You're a mentor. You got to find the strength. Let me detox you. Go through a program, 12-step program, just like alcoholics. Call upon Jesus, but you got to leave that shit alone. Leave that shit alone. It's so sad when you see a poor man, a man come down to poverty and still buy coke. It's so sad. And the worst part of it was when Amari had to sit in those vehicles while he go get it. In the worst part of town. Dangerous places. And all you could do was say, wind up your glass, Amari. Wind up your glass. And don't let nobody in. And Amari had to sit there. Just sit there. In the dark. While you enter through that gate, you don't come back until you're knocked the fuck out and sleep and wake up. When you look Amari on these streets, watching the sun coming out. You said you were gone for just 1 minute. I didn't expect to stay in a car all night. I remember my dad drove by this place near Norman Manley Airport, you know, where you have those rocks. He parked the car and he began climbing the rocks, and he left, never came back for at least 4 hours. And Amari sat there in the car all by herself. Do not do drugs. Drugs will make you violent, like the time when you took up that knife to stab me. You even draw for a hammer, and yet the world came down on me. Everyone cursed me. She lock up Gully Bop, she lock up Gully Bop. But not one soul said, what did he do to you? What did he try to do to you? What happened? Are you okay? So you're telling me that he took a hammer to slam you in the head? What did you do? I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing to him. More than his woman called and said she was pregnant for him. And I said, how comes you didn't tell me? Then when she got off the phone, he was, Amari, me tired of your blood clot, blah, 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 hammer. And the funny thing about it, no baby truly existed. It was something that both of them planned. The woman just had him like that. It was her way for him to escape because they already used me, used up all my money in the bank and everything. They no longer wanted to be obligated to me. As his manager, he was supposed to stick around and at least make sure that I make back the money that I spent. But now it was time to go. You rob Amari. Rika collects the money, Western Union. Put up some in your bank account. When you go down, the money is going to be there for you. Now, bro, it's time to go. She's broke. So how we going to get you out of there? Okay, I'm going to call and say I'm pregnant for you. I mean, that dick don't even stand up. But I'm going to call and say I'm pregnant for you. And I know that it's going to, with her edge, it's going to be fucked. And then you're going to use that point to start an argument. Make sure you catch it on the internet. You understand? You're not going to catch the part where we mess with her. No, you're going to put on the camera just when she lose it. Attack, then she lose it, then we're going to catch her. So I'm like, where the bomber clot? You don't leave me alone. Leave. So we're going to capture that part and we're going to say, see, Amari running Gully Bop out the house in America, putting him out in the cold when it's summer. Wow. Y'all play the part so good. Wow. I guess you need to play that part when it comes to choosing between whether you go to heaven or hell. And me, Amari, I'm going to say go to hell. Heaven, no. I've had enough of y'all on earth. I don't need to see y'all in heaven. Because heaven, I will be there. Just by bringing forth my children in the hand. And say, God, I ain't going to do that shit no more. I will see them in heaven. But y'all go to hell. Yeah. They had it all planned out. All that woman, why you think she's still alive? Because the same way Amari was in pain, that's how you gonna end up. You gonna feel a lot of pain before you die. I don't know why people do evil and expect good things to happen to them. And I looked and I saw it was like this domino effect, 5 in a row. Until people were like, who is this woman? And then they start to really check out my name. AMARI. And then they say, that don't make sense. And then they pronounced it another way. And they said, AMARI? AMARI? they'd be like, what the fuck? She's AMARI. Now that's deep. Then they go further and they say DJ, which means a talker. Then she comes back with Mona Lisa. Mona, the Madonna. Oh shit, we got fucked. We should have never messed with AMARI. We thought she was one of us. We should have realized that she's anointed. How can she be one of us when we were never in agreement? A leader cannot lead if the leader is in agreement with all the folly. You have to be in disagreement. He or she has to be in disagreement. I was never in agreement with none of y'all in dancehall. I wasn't in agreement with nothing that y'all did. I came forth and I told you all that Spice is a goddess in the demonic world. Ed goddess, or so she thinks. And then why would Chancy want to follow in the same shoe? A goddess of darkness that lead the people, the children astray. Lead so many children to hell like the Pied Piper. How did he lead the children to hell? With music. He played the pipe and they followed. They followed. They followed. And they followed and he led them out of the city. So many children without their parents, because their parents were not even listening to the music or watching to see what was really going on. And so it was easy for Spice to take over their hearts and led them to take on the spirit of fornication, adultery, sex, to take on all these spirits, being impregnated at a young age, wanting to put themselves in all kind of position, because she taught them. She's the mother hen. She taught them how to position their body. Fling your leg here, fling your leg there, go up on your head top. And then she claimed that she got the key for the city from Miami. Where you ever hear this shit? And then some nobodies gonna give you a trophy and say, dancehall queen, Spice, Spice, the queen of dancehall. You notice with AMARI, ain't none of you motherfuckers gonna designate me as the queen of dancehall. I take that. Give me that, bitch. Give me that. And I came and I say, repent. She say, ain't nobody know you. Ain't nobody know you. I came to win, to fight, to conquer, I will be alive. Spice has about 3 sicknesses. 3. It's just operation after operation after operation. The sad part about it, you have to keep doing those operations.